Good morning, adventurers. This morning I woke up and wanted to stay in bed, so I managed to stay snuggled up and toasty warm for an extra 30 minutes. But after that, I decided I can't be here all day. I got stuff to do. I need to get closer to Denver. So I decided that I was going to hit the road today, going east on I-70 and stop off at the Hanging Lake. Yes! So Anika was supposed to get here tomorrow, and some things have happened with her flight where she's actually scheduled for Friday. So she's trying to get that changed, but if she doesn't, I still want to be closer to Denver. Worst case scenario, I'll go do something in Denver tomorrow and just make Denver my home for the night. But I'm going to hit I-70 after I get some gas and have some breakfast on the road. I'm almost to Glenwood Springs, where the Hanging Lake is, and I saw this pull off on the Colorado River, so I had to stop because guess what? I found fall! The leaves here are so pretty. I was just too far south apparently. So I'm gonna soak in this for a minute and then get back on the road so I can go take that hike to that lake. I just arrived at the Hanging Lake Trailhead, and this is supposed to be a 2.9 mile round trip hike. It's pretty strenuous in places. So we're gonna cross our fingers and get to the trail, which so far looks like a decent trailhead. Just met some super cool travelers who actually just came from Moab, which is where I'm gonna be going later this week. They gave me some advice on the trail, and they also told me a little pit stop to make on this trail before I get to the lake. So I'm off on the paved portion of the trail. It's gonna cut off in just a little bit and get a little bit more, well, let's just say primitive. So let's enjoy this nice flat while we have it and get our stretch on for this hike. I made it to the official start of the trail where they give you information about the trail that you're about to go on. It says extremely steep and rocky. Take your time, allow 2 to 3 hours. So this is gonna be a fun one. Now, I did want to give you a tip before I head up the trail itself. For those who are wanting to come out with their families and things like that, off-season is actually awesome because it's not quite as crowded. If you're coming out as a solo traveler as well, off-season during the week is the best time on earth, simply because you're not running into near as many people, so you're not having near as much congestion on your trails. Some of the trails can be extremely narrow, and if another person is coming up at the same time as you are, it can make for a really interesting predicament. So midweek as a solo traveler, off-season as a family, either way, it's gonna help you out. I know it's hard for families to come out midweek simply because of schools and things like that, but if you can, do it. Let's get up this trail. Oh my goodness, look at this. Look at this. It's like boulders. Yeah, this is gonna be a challenge. To my first stop off, so I could get a little drink of water and take in this little fall. Yeah, this climb at the very beginning especially, straight up on all boulders, no pavement, no gravel, is a little crazy. But already really pretty. So back to the trail I go. I'll be out of breath in about 5 minutes. Yeah, 5 minutes. The altitude is crazy and then we're steeply climbing. So, plays on you a little bit, which is fine, but wow. When we get to the bottom, I can only imagine how many flights of stairs this is. Way steeper than anything else I've hiked the entire trip. So yeah, I'm guessing it's probably gonna be in the 60s of how many flights. Let's see if I'm right. "78 stories up, not even to the top. Have about half a mile to go up this path right here. So this is quite the hike. I would consider this more than moderate, which is what it's listed as, moderate. For this Texas girl, strenuous. It should be like Colorado, moderate. Any other state, strenuous. But we're going up. At last, I made it. And there's a really nice seating area up here so people can look at the falls. And I'm about to show you what was worth that many flights of stairs. I am so happy I took them, despite the fact that I really debated on it earlier. So look at this. So amazing. The turquoise color to the water is like nothing I have seen. And then the waterfalls themselves, oh my goodness. So worth, like I don't have words. So worth all of those horrible steps though. Like I could just sit out here for a really long time and just relax. I think I will, for a little bit. Someone told me I have to check out Spouting Rock, so I'm gonna opt myself into more stairs for another spectacular view that I am told has a big payoff. So let's do this. Yes, yes, a million times yes. I am almost to what I can tell to be really cool. It's a waterfall and I'm gonna go under it. A big payoff indeed. I can walk up behind this one and see all of the awesomeness from under the falls. the mountain we go. This was a really cool trip out to Hanging Lake. I survived. Whoop, whoop. 82 flights of stairs. I finally made it down. So, what exactly was that hike? Well, 82 flights of stairs. That's what that hike was. Mostly straight up on rocks. And like I said before, I had originally predicted 60 and I grossly underestimated the last quarter mile. Now I will say this, there's one section at the very end that is like a staircase basically that you're climbing up, almost like you're climbing into a tree house. But right after that is the payoff. That is when you find the waterfall and it's gorgeous. I wish I could have filmed a little bit more while I was on the mountain, but I needed my hands to hold on to handrails because that is super important when you're climbing up something like this. Anyway, I am really happy that I made it all the way over here to Glenwood Springs to Hanging Lake. It was awesome. Yet another beautiful thing that I found while in Colorado that just really makes me happy to have all these outdoor spaces to play in. Now I'm gonna head out for the day and try to shoot down to Aspen. We will see, because I was listening to the news and it looks like they are expecting a little bit of snow. I don't know how I feel about that. But we're gonna try to head that way and see what's going on. If it kind of looks sketchy, we'll end up just going to Denver, which is perfectly fine because there's tons of stuff to do in Denver. But one way or the other, I'm heading out of Glenwood Springs. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks again for your time, and I look forward to bringing you something super exciting again tomorrow.